Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video I'm going to show you how I groom a Goldendoodle. This is Bailey. Hi Bailey. She is a Goldendoodle and we are going to do a full grooming on her. She is groomed about every 6 weeks, so she's actually in very good shape. Her parents brush her regularly and take care of her, and I come every 6 weeks just to clean her up and give her a haircut. Stay tuned and I will show you how we do this. Okay, so now I'm going to dry her. I just towel dried her really well. I'm going to dry her with a forced air dryer. It usually is loud and takes a long time. A lot of this prep work takes a long time. Goldendoodles usually take me a while. They're a larger breed, and so I'm going to kind of zoom through this fast. Okay, so now we have Bailey totally clean and dried and ready for her haircut. Look at that. She looks like a different dog, right? I'll show you her hair. Nice and clean and straightened. When you blow dry her with a forced air dryer, it definitely straightens the hair like very poodly, but it makes it for a nice even cut. In a couple of days, like with the weather and just her running around and being normal, the hair will start to curl up again like how it was to start with. But yeah, this is her before the haircut, and let's get started on her cut. So the first thing that I do is I cut the toenails, and then I will shave between the toes and shave her sanitary areas, and then I get started with the haircut. And if anybody is interested in a how to cut your dog's toenails, whether that be black nails or regular see-through toenails. I can do a video of that, kind of in depth, and I could have the camera right there while I'm cutting the nails so you could see exactly what I'm doing, and I can give you tips and tricks and certain things on how to cut them at home, or if you want to learn, if you're a groomer, you're not comfortable and you want certain ways, I can definitely do that for you. Just let me know in the comments below, and I'll get that out for you. Also, what I mean when I say that I am shaving the pads, this is what a normal pad would look like after, you know, when it needs to be shaved and groomed. Sometimes all this hair under here, please focus. Okay, all that hair there, it catches a lot of dirt, mud, just it gets super yucky. So I will shave them like this, so there is no anything getting caught in the hair when the dogs come in the house. Okay, so now she gets a 3 all over. Her parents like to do a bunch of different haircuts on her, but this has been the one that she has been getting lately. And this is my 3 blade that I will be using. Just wanted to focus. Okay. I used Fur Zone blades. They are amazing. I will never go back to anything else. Fur Zone, Artero also sells really good blades. I'm done with the cheap blades nowadays because you get a cheap looking haircut with it. And I like quality. I definitely like quality with my haircuts. So therefore I do buy, you know, high-end products due to the results. You know, you get what you pay for. So I'm going to start. And every time I shave a dog or give them a haircut, I go with the hair this way. I do not go against the grain because it will cut it shorter than the blade that you have on is designed to be. And it definitely is it's just the way that it is, you know? You have to cut, you don't have to. I mean, certain times some groomers will go against the grain, but I always go with the grain. It looks nice and it gives you the proper length that the blade that you put on will give. Okay. And this is her belly, so I very slightly start to curve down. I don't just go this way because then it will make a harsh line in the coat. So I kind of start gliding it sideways because that's the way the hair is growing. If you just follow the way the hair is growing, then you will do fine. But you can definitely get really harsh lines and it'll be choppy and it will look really bad if you go just crazy, do whatever you want type of a thing. So yeah, I'm going to just zoom through this real quick. I like to get eye level with the dog. So I can see exactly what I'm doing. all this hair. We had cut off of her body, so she is at a shorter length, but not too short. She still has a little bit of fluff going on here, but it's short enough to maintain. But like I said, her owners really brush her all the time. They really manage this coat well, which Goldendoodles have a pretty high maintenance coat. They have to be brushed and combed daily, you know, to keep it not getting matted and knotted, and then when it's matted and knotted, we as groomers can't really get through it. So that's a lot of the times dogs get shaved and then they say, oh, people shave my Goldendoodle. Well, a lot of the times the coat is usually the issue, and we don't want to have to sit there and pull on the knots. We want to do what's right for the dog. If it's comfortable, then we'll do it. If it's uncomfortable, it's not really fun, and we don't want to torture your dog. So that's why a lot of the times dogs will be shaved down, because the coat is not manageable. Okay, so now that we have cut all of her hair off, I cleaned up the hair on the table so you can see. Now I am going to, after the clip, sometimes the feet and stuff get like all crazy still. Even though the hair was cut off, it still looks messy. So now I'm going to go in with a scissor and really neaten up these feet. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will show you the after. So I always comb through after. Sometimes I will do it before if the hair is long enough, but since we were taking it kind of short, I decided to not brush through before, that I will do it after, just in case I miss anything, or it'll definitely lay the hair the way I want it to, so I could cut out any little misplaced, like little wispies that just have to be cut off. And if there's any knots, which there shouldn't have been, because when I was clipping, it also brushes through with the clipper a little bit, so it will snag on a knot if there is one. So I'm just gonna clean up the edges a little bit. Doesn't really need it too much. Her feet are the things that really need to be cleaned up. But I just like to do it once over, just so it looks nice. You know, I take my time with these things. I like the customers to be happy, and I like my groomings to look good. Such a good dog to be groomed. I mean, she just sits here, she lets me do the job, she doesn't fight, and that's mainly because I'm here on a structured schedule. Every 6 weeks I am here grooming her. Her parents are grooming her in between that time. Okay, so that is the foot trimmed up a little bit, just after I had clipped it. You saw the before. This is what they are like after. Just a little bit neater, you know, nothing fancy, but no like really long pieces sticking out. And now we are going to, I just brushed her head out, so we're going to do her face, and then we will be done. All right, stay tuned. So I'm going to take a clipper with a comb on it to do her head, so it's long but even. Holding her chin by her chin hairs. I'm only holding it pretty lightly because I just want to make sure her face is still while I have these equipment on her face. I don't want to nick her or cut her or anything, so I'm not like ripping her face around. I'm just holding her little chin hairs just so I can kind of direct her back and forth, just so we can get the job done. moisturizer. I always brush the hair down. I'm not sure if you can see that. I brush the hair this way, and then I will cut what is over her eyes. So when it falls back, it won't ever fall into her face. Just like that. So then when it starts to grow out, it won't grow over her bang. It won't come over her face. It'll grow, since I cut that, it'll grow nice. Then I like to cut these hairs. Let's zoom you in. Okay. So see these hairs right here that are coming right in front of her eyes? I'm going to cut that away also because that's just something that nobody wants in their dog's eyes. They want their dogs to see. They want to see their cute little faces. So I definitely like to cut all that out of the way. I cut it very short actually because when it starts to grow back, I don't want it in their face either. So I want it to take as long as possible to grow back into her face. A lot of groomers will kind of sometimes leave it like fluffier here. I mean, it looks cute, but within a matter of a couple of weeks, it's all in their face and they can't see. Where this was Bailey's 6-week appointment and she was still able to see and it was just starting to come into her face. So it was time to be trimmed up, but it wasn't like crazy, you know, out of control. I just kind of trim all this down her face, get all this long hair. It gets kind of crazy looking. I kind of clean it up as best as I can. A lot of people like Goldendoodles. Big and fluffy and that natural look. Sometimes I feel it can get a little messy looking, and you know, they're a dog, so they're gonna run around and be outside and they're gonna eat and drink, and they get like a lot of like slop and stuff in their beards and, you know, food in their beard. It gets stuck and dried and it's nasty. So it's cute looking, but sometimes it's not manageable unless you are very keeping up with it. That's why a lot of them do short beards and short, you know, facial hair, because it's just easier and you don't want to mess when your dog is eating and drinking. So that's why Bailey gets what she gets, because it's very easy to manage and her parents like it. Like I said, I've done tons of different cuts on her. I've done super long cuts and super short. Like I've gone even shorter than what we have done today. Because that's what they wanted. And she's very good for all of it. She looks cute in all of it. And I always comb over what I've done like 400 times. I cut, and then I comb through it, because the hairs will sometimes lay differently, and then when you comb it, they'll poke out. Things aren't even. You always have to comb over what you've done, because like just there, I just had a bunch poke right out after combing, and I've combed it a couple times already. Light trimming this. The comb attachment on the clipper really took off the length and made it the same length all over, but sometimes the hair will lay differently when it falls back down. So I'm just kind of cleaning it up a little bit and not taking length off. I'm just cleaning up some wispies that we have going on here. now that I am done, zoom you out. Bailey, you wanna go outside? Yeah? We're gonna put bows and bandanas on her and then we'll be done. So I keep all my bandanas. We're going to pick out a St. Patrick's Day one for her today because she is an Irish girl. It's got some tag on it. Okay, and here you have it. This is Bailey, all groomed. She looks so pretty. Hi. Oh, how cute is she? Look at how nice. Let's see your face. Okay, so her face, you know, nice and trimmed up, looking cute. Show you her body is nice and short, and yeah, that is it. That was the video for today. If you like this video, let me know. If there's things that I have to change, or if you want to see other things. This is my first time doing a video, so please give me tips and tricks if you have any, or if you have any requests. Let me know what you'd like to see next. What's your favorite breed? What breed of dog do you have? I can try and groom the dog that you have, the breed of dog, if that's what you want to see. Any questions about today's video, what I'm using, how things work, just any general questions about today in this video, let me know in the comment section below, and I will get back to you. I'll answer you. If you have any requests also, let me know. And yeah, that's it. That's me and Bailey. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.